Okay, guys, I just want to quickly go over the Rockhampton sheet today, and I just want to quickly, explain to everybody, the thought processes of when you're actually betting on your own and how to bet on your own when I'm not navigating. Now, I want to quickly just say a few things about the markets. I think from what I'm hearing and from what I'm feeling from, I've got, members that do contact me. I think a lot of guys and girls are betting scared, and I think that's a complete no-no. If you're betting scared and you're starting to worry about, what you're doing, you need to stop. You never ever bet scared, guys, ever. It's a complete no-no. All right. Now I know at the start when these sheets first started coming to everybody that probably no one was aware of how to bet on the sheets. And then everybody's a little bit gun shy at the moment. But I assure everybody at the moment, these sheets are absolutely flying. I've tuned up the numbers big time, and I've never been more confident with these sheets at the moment. And I want everybody to bet. You got to hit them now. Okay. Now we've pulled out on a few meetings that probably shouldn't have been pulled out yesterday, but that's just a call that I make at the time. I get it right, I get it wrong. That's just how it is. But I wanted to go over the Rockhampton sheet so everybody was aware of how to have played this sheet today, and to see if everybody's on the same page. Again, when I'm not navigating, you just need to apply the rules. Sitting there watching the prices fluctuate, and that's going to do your head in. All right, it's going to be the first sign to the poorhouse. You guys are not up to the standard of trying to understand these markets. Please, obviously, learn them. I'm not saying don't learn them, but trying to work it out, and it will do your head in. It's not something that you want to be getting yourself involved in at the moment. In time, I'm going to build up a good rapport with everybody, and I'm going to start explaining the markets, even if I have to do a 2 or 3 hour YouTube thing on it. But at the moment, when I'm not navigating, just follow the rules. All right, race 1. Well, 235 is an automatic pass. All right, so we didn't even get price anyway. So again, if you want to have a bet in that race, it's entirely up to you. But we wouldn't have got price on any runner. So I didn't tell you to pass because I thought maybe we could get price. Again, if I don't say automatic pass, have a bet. Take on the unknown runners. All right. Because if I think they should be taken on, they should be taken on. All right, and they're all low prices. Again, nothing better than, I love horse rumour. All these horses here, just what they are, is what I call the big mouths. They're going for it again, and they're just, this thing's a trial world. No, take them on. If that thing had been $15, number 2, and that thing there had been 20 to 1, and this thing had been, obviously this was a big price, but if these two were big prices, trust me, I was going to say automatic pass. I do the opposite of what everybody else does. Okay, so we go to race 2. All right, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, all first starters. 6 is a complete unknown runner. No data, no recent trials. This is the best again. All right, we had the 1 and we had the 3. All right, the 1 was just a ridiculous price. Now, if you'd passed in this race, no drama, pass. But again, if I don't say, when I'm not around, and I do not say automatic pass, bet. Because I look at the sheets, I look at what these prices, these unknown runners opening up at. Okay, the 2 was a $61 chance. The 4 was a $31 chance. The 5 and the 6, they are actually concerns for me. So I must have made a mistake by not putting automatic pass on that race, because they're the runners that I have to always worry about. All right, so that if you'd bet in that race, I didn't actually bet in that race, so it didn't matter. Because the 2 runners didn't get priced. But if you were on your own, all right, and you see something like that, there was no reason why, if you just dropped the 1 and loaded up on that 3, if you're on your own, if you want to do that, or pass, which is fine. Okay, so we go to race 3. What happened here? Oh, this was a good fill-up race, actually. Right, so the play here. Okay, so we had the 1, which we got price. I must have made a mistake with something here. Race 3. Okay, the 1 was a scratching. All right, so the 1 was scratched. I don't know what time it was scratched because I wasn't probably watching, had the bot on. But, okay, so 1 was scratched. Then we had the 5. I must have made a mistake on the 8, so I apologise for that. There was no price on the 8, which is probably better anyway. So then the 9 and then the 11. Now, automatically, that thing there, all right, was, $3 into $3.74. It was basically a $4 chance. Okay, so the play then was basically drop the 11 and load up on the 5 and the 9. That's what should have been the play in that particular race. All right, now if you didn't do that, you've got to ask yourself why you didn't do that. Was it because you got scared? Again, just because this thing gets backed in from 330 into 210, don't be scared about that. Don't worry about the runner you had to worry about was the 7. Okay, because look at that, $3 out to 420. That's who you had to worry about. But it wasn't on the sheet. I didn't say anything about it, and that's that. I think I did say something about it. Drop the 7 and the 8. 7 at rated but dreadful price and can be beaten. 8 is the concern, so the runner is a sub runner. 60% pot is on the cusp, so ensure. Now again, we got great prices for the winner. We got price for the 5, and we got price for the 9. Right, the 11 was a ridiculous price, so drop it and load up on the 5. Again, follow the rules. That's what the rules tell us to do. When I'm not around, just do it. And had you done that, it'd have been a massive fill up. Like a huge fill up. Okay, and if you didn't do it, again, don't. If you were too scared to do it, then that's fine. I get that, but again, you just got to get yourself out of that mindset where you just cannot be betting scared. All right, it's actually a good way to bet when you're not scared, and taking them on. That's what you got to do. Race 4. This was the favourite. Here we had the 2. All right. The 2 was, again, that pot was 97% pot. Now you'll see that the 2 here, I actually backed the 2. I took the 550. All right. There was 550 around. There was $6 around, I think, at some point with some of these corps. So it was a bet. Even if you took $5.20, $5.30, that's fine. You could have dropped it. The 4 was matched. The 5 was matched, and the 10. We got second to the favourite. I mean, we had the favourite. It was a sub runner. Bad luck. It won. Move on. Next race. Okay. We go to race 5. This was a pass race, because that pot was 55%, and have a look at the prices. All right, now again, the 2 was $7.94, the 4 was $18, but then the 5 was $6.15. When you're betting in these low pot races, okay, and obviously you couldn't take the 6. And read what I said. It's a concern. Pot is currently poor, so just bin the race. That's it. All right, or you could have played in the race, okay, and dropped the 5, all right, and gone with the 2, 4, 5, and that's it. All right, but because the pot's so low, you just avoid them. You got a 55% pot. You've dropped the runner that's in the markets. You got a couple of runners that are not matched. You just bin the race. That's according to the rules. There's nothing there that the rules didn't say not to do. So that should have been a pass race by everybody. Race 6. We had a 60% pot. Now, when you see a 60% pot, you've got to ask yourself, okay, right, what do we do here? We had the 2. Well, that was a sub runner. The 4 was matched. Okay, where was it? The 4 was well and truly matched. We had the 6, well and truly matched. Okay, the 8 was matched, and the 9, 60% pot. Every runner was matched. All right, play in the race. That's it. And if you didn't play in the race, and the that's okay. But at the end of the day, you had to have played in that race, and it was a lost race. So, you know, that's just how it is. So we're like, I think we're 1 from 3, whatever it is at the moment. All right, but we've had a big fill up on one of the races, and that's how you got to look at it, and that's the only way to look at it. Now we go to race 7. This was a monster fill up. Okay, so we had the 4 was a sub runner. All right, and we had the 6, which was matched. We had the 8, which was matched. We had the 9, which was matched, and the 13. Now look what the 13 paid on Best SP, 35 to 1. I don't even use that. So this thing got $26 across the board. So that was a massive fill up right there. All right. So there was no reason why you lost at Rockhampton today. Just off that one bet alone. If you're taking Best SP, you're talking 15 units right there. All right. So we go to race 8. You'll see here there's 5 picks, which I don't like. But again, we had a bet because every runner was well and truly matched. You know, we had number 2 was matched, number 3, all right. That I think that hit 650 or something like that. Yeah, there you go. It was 750. All right. So we had the 4, we had the 5, okay, and we had the 6. So again, we're seeing big prices. Dropped the 7 and the 8. I think one of them won. That's right. They finished first and second. It happens. Bad luck. We move on. Okay. And then race 9, I happened to be here and I was watching the markets, and it was a super pass because I didn't like what I was seeing, mainly because of what I said. These runners on top. 5 is a sub runner. Drop 1, 3, 8. Again, 5 picks, not ideal. Careful with this race. I was seeing things in the market, so that told me to pass. I looked at this runner and I thought, this is on, and this is what bothered me the most. Now you're going to say, oh, 15 into 1 into 8 to 1. They're the what? No, sometimes you have to see. You got to see what Betfair's doing. And across the board, I thought, this thing's on. All right, it's North Queensland. I know what to look for when I'm looking in North Queensland. Again, guys, when you're looking at the markets, and I'm not around, I know I've been talking a lot about them. All right. You're not at that stage where you can start dropping runners, adding runners. You can to a point, but if you just stick to the rules and slowly you'll start getting the feel of what I do when I'm actually, when we're actually navigating. That's when you'll pick it up. Because my text messages when I'm navigating is exactly the same as what I'm trying to explain to you with the markets. Now, again, I passed in this particular race because I saw something in the markets. Now, no one was to know that. If I didn't come in, you would have thought, oh, what am I looking at? But also, again, you've got to read what the notes say. These runners on top, 5, drop 3 runners, etc., etc., etc. So, it should have been a win day there at Rockhampton. There's no reason why you lost at Rockhampton today. And I'm hoping everybody won at Rockhampton. Okay, and please, for the guys that are still confused and are still not getting it, all right, you could see that we find a lot of big winners. But if you're not getting these winners, I need to know why. All right, send me an email. Send Winning Edge an email, and I will respond. If I have to actually respond to you one-on-one, I will. I don't care. My business is to try to make sure that you guys all win. And the sheets at the moment have been outstanding. They've been winning left, right, and centre. Okay, thanks, guys.